The Latin Empire, also known as the Imperium Romanii, was forged in the chaos of the Fourth Crusade, rising from the smoldering ruins of the Byzantine Empire. With the military might of the Crusaders and the wealth of Venice at its back, the Latins swept aside the remnants of imperial resistance, securing their rule over Thrace and Greece. Yet, even in its infancy, the empire stood on the brink of destruction. Its first emperor, Baldwin of Flanders, met a grim fate at the hands of Bulgarian Tsar Kaloyan in 1205. His army crushed and his body lost to history. Now, his brother Emperor Henry struggles to hold the fragile empire together, beset on all sides by powerful enemies. To the north, the Bulgarian hordes gather, ever eager to finish what they started. To the east, the Empire of Nicaea, the strongest Byzantine successor state, seeks to reclaim Constantinople and restore Orthodox rule. Meanwhile, internal strife weakens Latin authority as unruly lords and Venetian overlords vie for influence. Yet the Latin Empire is far from doomed. Its knights are among the most feared warriors in Christendom, clad in steel and driven by unshakable faith. Constantinople, the queen of cities, remains a bastion of wealth and power, its walls standing defiant against the tide of enemies. If Emperor Henry can rally his forces, secure alliances, and strike down his foes, the dream of a Catholic Byzantium may yet endure. The Latin cross, Venetian gold, and Crusader steel shall sustain the empire, lest the schismatics and heathens once more plunge the city of Constantine into darkness. The Latin Empire calls. Will you defend it?
Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War. Here today on the channel, we're back on 1212 AD. We're playing as the Latin Empire. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. Alright, let's dive on into this campaign. We're starting off in our capital here in Eastern Thrace, Constantinople, under Latin Catholic control. So the main objective of this series is to build and survive realistically as the Latin Empire. Henry here is surrounded by all sides, and we ultimately want to destroy the Byzantines and the Bulgarians to the north. But it's been so long since I've done a single player campaign on 1212 AD, and I'm excited to be back. Diving into diplomacy here, we have a defensive alliance with Venice, which makes sense because the merchants are very influential. Let's try and super peace there. And we do have a vassalship between the two Greek city-states, Achaia and Thessaloniki. We're going to go around and sort by attitude and ask these states for a little bit of coin. But if you want to see more 1212 AD on the channel, support this video and let me know in the comments other factions you would like me to do. In early access in beta, like, I don't know, years ago now, I've done a campaign on nearly every single faction, but there's been so much development to 1212 AD, it's probably worth maybe redoing those campaigns. Mod-wise, we're just using UI at the moment. We're not doing and using Brand McBorns, but I don't know, I do highly recommend it. It does make 1212 AD better in my opinion, but because it's been so long, I think we'll just go with a vanilla run this time around. Okay, so I think getting a marriage alliance here with the Kingdom of Hungary is a smart play. So that would be a marriage to Henry himself. So the future kids will be half Hungarian, and then we've got his sister's line there too. So we have the Flanders dynasty, okay? And let's set out these governors too. Military and tech-wise, I think we go with military for 20 turns so we can get those Hospitalars and Templar Knights quicker. No direct missions just yet, so we will need to grow our family tree where we can. Edicts wise, increasing our tax rates is probably not a bad idea. We do need an army quickly, so getting a +2, but eventually want to go with like the wealth and growth, I think. So we want to try and quickly build up. Now it's going to take us quite some time to convert these lands to Catholicism, as they are quite orthodox entrenched, and we're fighting on two sides here. So I think having this army over the Bosphorus there is not the smartest idea. I'm nearly tempted to sacrifice that territory. I think we use Constantinople as our like major point to project power. It's such a glorious city in 1212 AD. It's going to give us so much wealth and power. So we've got to do absolutely everything to protect it. Maybe trying to take Bithynia at some point is the play. And then we've got Philippopolis there too, which is so overextended in the north. We can get some sergeants and spears too, but this is a very hard campaign. So hopefully we can just turtle up for the first few initial turns, throw back the united Bulgarian and Byzantine threat, and just realistically just try and survive. Okay, so we've moved back to Constantinople now. I think that's fine. I'm going to break down these buildings here in Asia Minor because I feel like the Byzantines are just going to roll on in there and take it. So we might as well break those buildings down and bring the wealth back to Constantinople, or maybe it will allow us to get more military units. So just going through the end turn phase here now. Can't seem to see any enemy movements. No. So we've found the Kingdom of Sicilia. Seleucids are at war, and those buildings have been demolished. Perfect. Just what we want to see. Okay, so the Armenian kingdom here wants trade. Let's try and get that sealed. The more money we can get, the better. Okay, so maybe a non-aggression firstly. Then can we move it to trade? Yikes. I don't want to offer too much, but having trade with them would be vital once we get it. Our resources up and running. Okay, we had to pay a little bit. Okay, so it looks like the Byzantines are just mustering in Nicaea. Now we've broken down, I guess, the Basilica, yeah, the Hagia Sophia a little bit. So we want to try and convert it to a Catholic church. We haven't really got that strong military units there. We actually can get more in Philippopolis. We're going to need heavy shock and medium cav, definitely, and spears. So, putting any money we have at the moment into our military forces. And as we're fighting on two fronts, we'll hold in Philippopolis and we'll hold in Constantinople too. And see how the AI reacts. Okay, so they've moved to the border there. Slight little reshuffle. But we've just got to be a little bit careful on where we move in these first initial turns, because we don't want to overextend and be vulnerable. Okay, war with Sicily and the HRE. Interesting. Okay, so there's 7 units there, 13. Oh, that's not that big of a garrison. I'm surprised they haven't moved in here and taken this. So, ideally, trying to make peace with either Bulgaria or Nicaea would be the play. I could even offer them a bunch of money. The thing is, Bulgaria is their vassals. You are welcome. So it looks like I'm going to have to fight either one of them to force a peace treaty on more favourable terms. Okay, I'm going to ask my Greek allies to push north, maybe put some pressure on them. Okay, so I'm going to command Henry to go against the Bulgarians here. We might be able to take their capital. Okay, so we can push into Tarnovo, and let's build some siege equipment here. And then we'll hold here. So I think if we do get attacked at Constantinople, I should be able to defend it. They're not going to be able to take it in one turn. So let's get another army here, and we'll try and offset that push. So I think going after Bulgaria, they just got war decked, and they are a vassal state. I think Constantinople is going to be easier to defend rather than pushing over into Asia Minor. Oh, nice. So we're going to be able to get like 5 crossbow units there if we want. Maybe we just go with the 4 and then the 1 spearman. So if we do get attacked, we should be able to use our crossbows there and the Constantinople garrison. You'd think they'd move south if they are to. Alright, Bulgaria is actually focusing on the west there. So we might have a favourable opportunity here to push into Bulgaria and take their capital. Just turtled those 2 initial turns. Okay, we're hemorrhaging money now. Oh, so they have moved south with Boreal. And they seem to be fighting Epirus. Okay, so we're going to be able to potentially take their capital here. We will have a land border with Wallachia. I can move that army north if I want to for some additional reinforcements. It's just because we can't attack in one turn. Interesting, and we do need to offset our debt crisis we're in at the moment. Okay, so looking at that, that's a clear-cut auto-resolve. But seeing it's the first battle of the campaign, we're going to play it and get some cool cinematic shots. So here we go. Massive opportunity to take the Bulgarian capital. Let's go. Okay, so fighting with tier 1 units. They are going to be so susceptible to arrow fire. They're really just going to get minced up. Okay, so let's move you here. We're going for a 2-pronged attack. Half of my siege equipment is on one side. The other half is going to be linked up with the reinforcements. But I would highly recommend in 1212 AD auto-resolving sieges if you have the opportunity to do so, because just arrow towers are just so strong, especially when it's like 99% like that. You're going to get like 200-300 odds. We're going to lose probably a couple hundred here. And they've also got catapults too. So let's move up those crossbows. We'll try and get my crossbows to target that unit. But we'll see how we go. We're going on this side because there's a lack of arrow towers. And we'll get my crossbows to fire up and over. They're not going to be able to arc their shots as well as archers, but they'll do. But let me know in the comments, guys, those of you who've played 1212 AD religiously over at least the last 12 to 24 months or so. If you got any tips and tricks, let me know. But I'm still there's still a whole host of factions I've still yet to play as. Toulouse. Who else haven't I played as? Like the Christendom Empire. A lot of the Eastern factions might be quite cool. But I thought playing as the Latin Empire in this alternative timeline, because it is just like a an interesting empire that never was, for all intents and purposes. So, some of you may or may not know that it was a Crusader state established by Western European Crusaders as they went through during the Fourth Crusade on their way to the Holy Land. We've got Franks and Germans, or Germanic peoples, English and whatnot, Italians, and they got a bit sick of the Byzantines and they decided to sack Constantinople. The first emperor was Baldwin I of Flanders, who ended up dying in the end to Bulgarians. So we are ethnically Belgium. So we're forging a Mediterranean Belgian empire, I suppose. So historically they controlled territories of Thrace, northwestern Asia Minor and Greece. But the Byzantine successor states really did a number of them. Nicaea, Epirus and Trebizond. To be fair, I've always played as Nicaea and reforging Byzantium. I've never actually played as Epirus or Trebizond and reclaiming Constantinople. That might be interesting too, because they're more further east Trebizond. They've got that territory in Crimea too.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Okay, so just getting my crossbows to shoot their shots up and over.
Militia! They will bleed for us.
But realistically, the Latin Empire was just weak. It was relying on way too much Western support and was eventually conquered by the Byzantines in 1261. So this is more of a survival campaign, but we'll try and grow this Latin Empire as best we can. And then maybe we'll try and help out
The enemy has destroyed our siege equipment.
the Crusader states down in the south. But politically, we will have to
Our men flee the field of
watch
battle.
out for those
Shameful display.
pesky Venetian overlords. But that's why we got trade with them too.
The men are running. Stand and
Okay,
fight.
so just sending up my cavalry here, we might be able to break them into the city. But if we can take the Bulgarian capital here today, we might be able to show them a bunch of strength and then be able to force them into submission. But I'm back into the swing of things now in 2025. We've got a bunch of content coming up on the channel. This battle's not overly too difficult, just surging through into the city now. But I'm still trying to figure out a balance of what style of content to do. As there's been years, and there's always these massive breaks between historical Total War content. So, for example, a brand new game comes out, a Total War, and then there's like 10, 15 factions. It makes sense to do episodical Let's Plays because you can really dive in. There's a lot of interest. I want to play a brand new faction on a brand new game, but as there's just been so many
Our forces have found their courage.
delays and I guess CA going in a different direction, I guess interest in episodical stuff has sort of changed and waned. Like, would I be more justified to do this series as episodically or just one big video, sit down for what I would 5, 10, 20 hours of a campaign and just chuck it into one video? I'm still undecided. I think that's what I'm going for at the moment because I'm bouncing around from campaigns at the moment. Or do I do episodical and then release one big video and edit it all up for you guys? But at the moment, on Simpzy Total Warfare, I'm absolutely loving playing CK3 GOT. There's so many campaigns I've done of that. Gonna go check those out. But maybe it's different audiences prefer different things. They seem to like one-off videos rather than the Let's Plays.
From the enemy.
But then how do I mix streams up into it too? Still got the Hoi 4 channel too. But I really do appreciate all the support
Tower has been destroyed.
and love over the years. I'm just spitballing here trying to figure out what the best content is for you guys, what I enjoy, and what's sort of best for the channel in the end.
This is a shameful display.
Because I've done episodical videos on 1212 AD in the beta/alpha 5 years ago. Played as England, France, the Byzantines. Is there a point of rehashing that style of content again? Or do you do one-off videos like this and then it's a bit different? It's just hard when there's just a severe lack of historical Total War content coming out. Okay. So let's push up into the city. So I do struggle to make content on this channel from time to time, but a good victory there. And now the Bulgarian capital has fallen. Decisive victory. Let's loot and occupy. And now they're interested in peace. We'll pay them with the money we looted. So now we can focus on Nicaea. Perfect. But also streams too are a different dynamic. Some people would rather me focus on the campaign rather than chat, I suppose. Okay, let's stop that building because we're still hemorrhaging cash. And we're going to swing back down to face Nicaea. Okay. And then if we can get rid of the Emperor, that'd be great. So we've got a peace treaty there. That should stop the Bulgarians for now. I can't believe that they were willing to give up their capital for peace. We're going to be able to get, like, beeswax and honey and stuff from there too. Let's end the turn, see how the AI reacts. Okay, so they haven't moved at all, which is good. But, yeah, showing force, beating them into submission, forming that peace has definitely been the play. And let's try and break that down where we can, reshuffle that around. Okay, so let's move you here. Can we nearly strike Nicaea there too? Nearly. Okay, let's move to Constantinople, rally up, and we'll try and take Nicaea. Because look at this, right? Constantinople, bang smack in the center, has 4 cities surrounding it. You're going to be able to set up such a strong, burgeoning empire here, and probably can quite easily defend it. This is such a nice, tight cluster of cities. Okay, let's go with the Catholic chapel there too, because we are in the high orthodoxy here. Let's go with a wheat field, and these buildings just cost so much too. So we definitely do need to loot and occupy. It is interesting that they have changed it to one settlement. Like you control one settlement at a time. It's not a region. I'm not too sure if I like that, but I guess it makes things a little bit easier to control. I suppose it doesn't allow... Well, it probably takes religious conversion a lot longer. But so far from the beta I played years ago, I guess there's scripts and stuff, but gameplay, core feature building wise and stuff, there's not too crazy of a difference. Okay. So in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have broken those buildings down. To be fair, I guess we moved the wealth around, so if we are not successful in this attack against Nicaea now, bringing back the wealth over there should be good. So he's going to rally up here in Constantinople, and we're going to throw absolutely everything we've got at the Byzantines. Try and take... Oh, why did they do that? Okay, that's such an annoying bug. Oh my god. So they moved... Oh, it actually might be not bad. That complicates things. Did you notice what they did just there? We've got a rebellion imminent in the north. Okay, I'm going to ask Genoa for trade, and they're actually going to give it to me. Do Pisa want trade? No. I'm going to try and ask as many factions to give me coin as we can. Kingdom of Sicily. Always worth checking if they want peace. No, they're not interested. Okay, right. Right, back to Byzantium here. So what they did is they moved one of their armies to dock, and they set one inside. It's actually quite smart because I can't attack. So if they sat to one inside, one just on the outskirts, it would actually make me draw them out. So they've actually done a smart thing here. Although they're coming in navally, it's probably giving them more protection. So what I will do is I'll move this army here. Yeah, and then I will siege with King Henry. Oh, we're actually not favoured to win this one. Interesting. Alright, let's build that siege equipment there. Let's move you to more of a favourable position. Oh, actually, no, I don't want you on the right-hand side because you could get attacked quite easily by a third army. So let's move you here. So, well, at least in theory, it's going to encourage the AI to go for that one. And finance-wise, if I chuck that up... Oh, okay, it's actually going to make a lot of those regions, like, really nearly rebel. Okay, so Bulgaria has signed peace with us, which is nice. And now I'm going to try and take Nicaea. We have a massive opportunity here to bring down the Byzantines. Unfortunately, we've just wasted a turn on that church, unfortunately, but we're going to be in a massive debt crisis. if we don't get it in check. We can't afford to lose any units. Alright, let's end the turn and continue sieging them out. And let's see how they react during the end turn phase. There goes Bulgaria. They're calculating where the... What? Oh, okay. So they fled. Righto. They had pretty good odds. I'm surprised they didn't want to stand and fight.
We have long admired
the boy prince of Thessalonica. Please, can you go after Bulgarians? No thank you. Okay. Besieging Bithynia, Verona and Venice. The Fourth Crusade. The noble marriage I set up for Robert. Nice. Okay, so the Emperor's now gone. And we have an opportunity here to siege them out. So the Emperor actually ran away. Oh. What, did the Seljuks push them? Actually, I kind of forgot about the Seljuks. They're probably pressurizing them quite a bit. Still not interested in peace. Alright, so we're going to have to manually fight this one on the battlefield. Another favourable order resolve. And they've decided to not fight with their emperor and flee. Alright, so let's dive into this battle. The Battle of Nicaea, 1235. Theodorus has decided to flee to the Latin hordes coming. To be fair, maybe it's a little bit unfair that the Bulgarians were able to sue for peace. They are a vassal state of them at the end of the day. I don't know if they should be able to. Alright, let's surge on in and take Nicaea. The core and crux of Byzantine power in the east. Let's move our spearmen up here too. And let's flood on up with Henry. Okay. Auga, auga. So the Bulgarian capital secured. Now potentially the Nicaean. Okay, so the arrow towers are crushed there too. Just light spears sitting up. Alright, let's try and move this way. But at the moment, we are struggling to sustain these two full stacks. We have to be constantly in a state of war. Okay, let's start skirmishing up and over the top. Yeah, to like counteract that debt crisis. You do get a lot of money in this mod. Maybe we're better off in diplomacy. Deciding to join far-flung wars for a bit of money. Then we'll try and peace out with Byzantium. I think having times of war and peace is the play. Here's our medium shock too. But so far, I've really been wanting to initiate land battles with the Orthodox factions, but it's turned into two protracted sieges. So ultimately, they did do the bug thing where they move into... Well, I don't know if it is a bug. They should have stand... Oh, wait, they're going to move a unit out here from the garrison. Well, that's probably a bug. Charging out like that. But in saying that, it can sometimes disrupt siege equipment. Back in the day, this used to happen, then you'd be able to go on in. Oh, no. My unit there has actually just stopped any momentum we had. Okay, let's charge up with our heavy crusading cavalry. Let's go. Now, that should be okay to crush that. It's not a bad idea if they had arrow towers there. Just try and stop and delay my battering ram. Gives them more of an opportunity to ignite them. Okay. So, moving up our reinforcements here. Now, this city is very, very compact. There's not many lanes in and out. Okay, let's give out some attack orders here. And we've got those additional reinforcements that have arrived. Now, I'm just going to go with a general order there, like this. Because we've attached 5 ladders, there's no point of me giving individually one out. So we'll just go 5 and the AI should be intuitive enough to push and space out appropriately. We've still got that battering ram moving up. They are still really disrupting that unit that's attached to it. But fierce fighting is now breaking out on the walls. And the Latin Empire is flooding into Nicaea. Okay, crossbows here too. They're starting to get their shots off. Whittle down those hit points. And Orthodox armor. Nicely done. But a shame we're not going to be able to take out the head of the Orthodox faction. Nice. Okay, they've now been crushed. Let's move my cavalry back. And they're spaced out weirdly because I run a different formation. And right, let's give out some orders. Sometimes with Rome 2 and Attila, the auto fire is actually better, but then some. It's like usually a 50-50, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you're better off giving out manual orders with your infantry and focusing on that along with cycle charging and cavalry and just letting the archers just shoot, but it's just the micro. Oh my god, he's swinging his arms around super happy. Okay, slowly but surely surging into Nicaea now. Idoki just chucking in the tier 1 troops here now. Let's make sure our crossbows get those shots up and over. We are chucking spearmen into the fray at the end of the day. They don't have the highest attack. We'll need skirmisher support on this one. Alright, I'm going to grab all my cavalry here now. And we're going to send them up and over through the breach. Okay. My levies are wavering now, which is understandable. I need to get the cavalry into cycle. Okay. So my infantry is waning. My cavalry needs to carry us. They're just more heavily armored. We've thrown our spearmen into the meat grinder. But at the end of the day, we are fighting a region capital along with an army inside. Okay. Just speeding things up here now. Nothing too tactically crazy or hard. Just a grind to push on through. My infantry has taken quite significant losses, but at the end of the day, we're just spear levies. Alright, pushing for the general now. Nice, let's end that one there. A close victory, supposedly, because of the number. A pretty good result, I would say, overall. And now Nicaea has fallen. Oh, there's still some minor bugs here and there. Only one unit lost anyway, fully. Nice. Let's loot and occupy. Bring 4,500. Oh, we can actually gift to ally. Huh. Do I get to choose? Maybe. Huh. That'd be cool. Oh, so there he is. The Emperor. Oh, can I get there? So that one can. Hang on a minute. This reinforcing army might be able to do it. Hang on. So what I'll do is I'll go up to attack. I won't put it on force march just yet. Oh, because we've taken the territory here, we can actually see them in our economic zone. Oh, you've got to be joking. So after all that, I'd be furious if this happened to me. Okay, it's still not overly favored to win, but we'll fight this naval battle and try and kill the Emperor at sea. How have we gone and done this? Okay, let's start here and have our first naval battle of the series. Yikes. Not gonna lie, not the best at naval battles, particularly on Attila. I'm better at Rome too when you actually have triremes and onagers. So, okay, just your pretty standard merchant looking ship. But we've got to fight this one as we have an opportunity to send the Emperor of Nicaea to the bottom of the Black Sea to a watery grave. And if we can do that, that's going to be massive, because we probably can sue for peace. Maybe the new emperor that's going to arise might be more conducive for peace, as well. He's not going to have much support, you'd imagine. Okay, so we should be good in this because we've got a bunch of archers which have flammable shot, and we've also got crossbows too. So let's reorganize this slightly, and then what we'll do is we'll make sure that our archers equip flammable shot, and then we can just rain hellfire upon the Byzantines, and we should be able just to engulf that ship in theory. Okay, let's move up, try and get into range, get everyone just to focus on their general. Alright, here we go. I can't believe that we've just managed to catch him. That's quite fortunate. So, in hindsight for the AI, he was better off to stand his ground in Nicaea and fight to the bitter end. To be fair, they did put a lot of casualties on me. Alright, let's speed things up. The wind at our back. Okay, using flammable shot. Now, 5 ships definitely would be enough in Rome too. Same with like for arrow towers too. So let's grab all them and focus all their firepower upon the Emperor. Because if we can get rid of him, you'd imagine it's going to cause a pretty massive rout. So my skirmishers have gone up ahead here, so they are a little bit vulnerable for being intercepted, but that should be okay. Okay, so they're actually turning very heavy. We just need to get into range. Let's try and get some shots off. Okay, so only just in range now. Oh, they got a lot of momentum. Nice. That should be a really nice volley there. Only going to need a couple of those. Like 7% fire damage. Right, turn about. Can you be a little bit more responsive, please? Oh god, okay. They're not even turning. Oh no. Okay, so they're not like the triremes. Okay, so that's fine, whatever. We have to deal with it now that they've been caught. So let's swing around and then just continue to hit them. Alright, let's move these guys further up. And alright, let's grab the remaining to sit here then. Alright, let's speed things up. Alright, yeah, now fire into this. 7%. Wasn't it 11? 5? Why is fire damage going down? How's that even possible? Okay, continue to fire into this. Oh my god, they're just doing nothing, and now they're being engaged. Oh, okay. That's annoying. I'm used to the naval combat in Rome too. I guess it still isn't being worked on or balanced well. Because with the amount of volleys there, yeah, fire damage going down. I don't think I've seen that before. That's bizarre. Yeah, righto. Okay, now I know. 6. Yeah, because they should be engulfing. Alright, so fighting here at the moment now. Yeah, usually... Well, I guess they're not... I guess these are transport ships at the end of the day. I do have to be a little bit lenient on that and caveat it, but still... It's not like they're putting out the fire. I guess that's what that's meant to simulate. That's just a bit weird, but whatever. Okay, so still going to try and hit their general. Okay, so it actually wasn't conducive for me to actually use flammable shots. We're better off just use standard and try to kill the guys on there. Okay, whatever. Still want to try and get rid of the Emperor. Yeah, because we've only taken out one. Oh god, okay. So now I've definitely got myself into a really bad position here. I don't even know if they do have naval battles here or any of the transport stuff. I don't even know if you can get ships or not. Okay, so we're trading troops at the moment. Probably should have taken the auto resolve, I guess. Well, at least my general here has 100, so maybe I swing around and try and go for the Emperor. 100 heavily armored mounted Crusaders versing their 60, 70. Should be a good idea. Continue to try and pepper them where we can. Oh jeez, our general has fallen. Oh, he did, right, the reinforcing one. Yikes. Hopefully that's not someone too important family-wise. But it seems like in this campaign, the best form of defense is attack. Be passive, build up where you can. And then when you see an opportunity to attack, do so. Because hopefully now what we can do is super peace again, and we'll be able to convert these two regions and populace, because it's going to take quite some time. Okay, still slightly favoured to win here in the balance of power, but here we go. Our heavily armoured troops are fighting the Emperor's bodyguard. The brave Crusaders of the West. The Knights of Flanders attack. Who would have thought? We've caught the Emperor on the open high seas. Okay, nice. Give out some more attack orders there where we can. And then we sort of allow the Seljuks to try and focus on them too. Okay, that's now dropping. Nice! The enemy general is dead. The Byzantine Emperor is no more. And we're just crushing them here today. Nice. Okay. So, he does have a fair few siblings from what I can remember. So maybe, was there Michael, Isaac? A fair few of them still could take the throne. And then of course there are those other Byzantine successor states like Trebizond and Epirus, which might be cool to do a series with. I don't know what the roleplay would be kind of for Trebizond. I guess they have a different way of ruling. Like, obviously in history, the Empire of Nicaea retook Byzantium and ruled for a little bit. But what would have happened if the Trebizond nobles, maybe they focus on maritime and sea and more of the eastern steppe territories maybe? I can imagine you could roleplay as like Epirus and go down sort of Pyrrhus's philosophy and go more Italian minded maybe. Bring in elephants and such. Okay, so although we've just gotten rid of the Emperor, sent him down with the fishes and the merman, he does have some units here that are annoying us. Alright, come on, focus on this medium spear.
The men are running. Stand and fight, damn you!
So hopefully we can set up a crusading Eastern Kingdom here. we'll be able to help out the Crusaders. Actually, speaking of that, we could actually go on crusade at some point. Use the military might and economic power of Constantinople to project power down into the Levant. Okay, they are nearly going to capitulate. But a favourable turn of events, we've divided and conquered them. Nice, only one more unit here now, and that's it. Okay, so although we've won here against the Byzantines of Nicaea, we have taken a pretty big Catholic cost. Let's end that one there. Nice. And we shall take on the... No, let's try and get rid of them, I think. The Turks and other factions, that there's only 92. So maybe we just take on the replenish. The thing is, you get good diplomatic relations. Amen and Aaron. I think I'll do that because we'll get better relations with those we're at war with. No, and it was no one from our family tree. Alright. So do they want peace? Alexios has now risen to the throne. Oh, they are interested. Okay, so I will offer them some money. Or maybe actually get... Oh, I can actually demand 300. And now we're not at war. Nice. So can we get these units back on land? He's using the force march, too risky maybe. Okay, we can't get it there. Alright, so we've taken Nicaea. Nice. And we control Bithynia. Oh, that's annoying that we griefed that province. Thinking the Byzantines would attack. There is a Turkish, well, Seljuk force rather. If you want to be precise there. Venice still have Crete. And then we've still got our allies here. So we've created a nice little coastal buffer kingdom. Nice. Alright, so... Probably can switch over now. I think settled tribe seems to be the best now. We can switch over from that military recruitment because we don't need it. We were in a bit of a precarious situation there. It's all hindsight now because I thought that we were going to be stuck on two fronts, but now that we've taken both Bulgaria and Nicaea's capital, they are going to ask for peace, but our economical situation is not the best. It's 12:15, so now we definitely have to sit and turtle up. Just burning through the turns here now. Unfortunately, we've had a rebellion in the north, and we've lost it straight away, and we're bankrupt. We're just hemorrhaging money. So we're going to have to try and retake that in the north. Okay, so thankfully there's not a huge garrison spawned there. So do we send Henry up? I think so. Retaking the Bulgarian capital is a prerogative, as they've got beeswax as a valuable resource. Unfortunately, because they've taken it now, the walls, we have to build siege equipment to get back on in. And then we've got these pieces of territory to defend too. It just costs so much. Okay, let's move the army back to Nicaea. But I think we focus on converting and holding these 5 cities, using Constantinople as the heart and the core, and then try and build out from within. I just wish that there was some religious osmosis from Constantinople that can bleed into here, so we don't have to rely on churches. We are eventually going to get priests, though, to recruit from, which is nice as agents. Okay, so we're still hemorrhaging cash here massively. We do have access to medium to heavy cavalry, which is definitely something we're going to need once we start fighting more land battles. At the moment, we're just fighting sieges. So at this time, we're still very vulnerable. The Seljuks have moved an army into our territory. Just need to keep a watchful eye on them. Seems like they're more or less running and hunting down Byzantines. And they've moved out respectfully. Nice. Oh. And Achaia wants us to join that war against Bulgaria. I will do no such thing. Okay, we've had a rebellion in the south here now. Just need to deal with these. Oh wow, Trebizond and the Seljuks have made peace. Okay, back up in the north, we'll get Emperor Henry to retake the Bulgarian capital from those rebels that popped up. Oh, 3,000 for loot and occupy our own citizens? Sure. Definitely going to do that. I do like that you can gift settlements now. That's a nice touch. I guess we break that down. Repair where we can. I guess we break that down too. Did we have a Catholic church there, or are we still yet to convert it? If they did convert that within one turn, that's so annoying. I think we make Nicaea a fort because it's so close to Constantinople, and then we try and make this in the future a city. You kind of want your front line and key cities that are in choke points to be castles, then the rest coastal be cities. Okay, so we're slightly making a little bit of money now, especially now that's in winter. But we just need to defend and manage this territory. So we're just going to have to reshuffle where we can. But that's a really great sign that we're now in a positive. And it's winter, because winter is the month where you get the least amount of food, least amount of money and taxable income. So let's get some more levies there from Constantinople. But Henry's army is still very cavalry focused. So let's properly give him a full stack. Do I just give him all that cavalry, or do I just try and mix things up, give him some spears? Just one spear, maybe. And now we sit and turtle. Replenish and repair, build back up, and slowly but surely start converting these cities to be more Catholic and more a part of this outer Christendom empire. But I can only imagine what's happening in the interior in Asia Minor, on the borders there in the Balkans and up in the Crimea. I can eventually get some spearmen too that are more heavily armoured than just the levies. Those light skirmishers don't look too bad either. The Crusade for Cairo, the 5th Crusade is being called. Okay, we're going to get some pretty bad traits if we don't go for that, so that's going to complicate things. I can't see myself taking and occupying Cairo, so maybe we push down against the Ayyubids and just try and raid and loot and try and bring back some of that wealth to Constantinople and our surrounding cities. Let's go with a field here, religious buildings and food, and then converting the main buildings. Okay, just constantly reshuffling here. Damn, it's just taking so long to replenish and repair. I think we send Henry south, make him a proper crusading king, and maybe we can earn back some honor and loyalty for those who sack Constantinople on their way to what was meant to be a holy crusade, I suppose. Oh, Sicily's attacked me. Okay, that's thrown a massive spanner in the works. Got a small rebellion here. So, oh wow, we've really got to watch out for them now. Is that because they're going after Venice, maybe? There is that schism between the HRE, the Holy Roman Empire, the Germanic princes, and the Sicily in the south, the Kingdom of Normans. I don't know how the voting system works exactly. Oh, wait, here we go. Imperial succession, the HRE. So someone's now the HRE. And a lot of factions are declaring war upon the Ayyubids now, Jerusalem. So we're going to join with Henry the Terrible, and we'll be at war with Mecca. So we'll use this movement to run down some of these rebels here. Oh, if I just had one spare unit, there's a chance there, for example, they just spawned a catapult unit. If you have one spare slot, oh, I should have nearly disbanded that. And if you replenish and repair, you can actually have an opportunity to take on that unit. Alright, let's run down these rebels. So, although we've taken this territory, it is definitely not considered as ours. The rebellions aren't too bad though, because it is dropping our public order by like 20 or so, which is quite a bit. So just juggling here at the moment. Got plenty of food. It's just going to be to control these properly. They are just very heavily orthodox because they've been under the control of the Eastern Roman Empire for decades now. Quite some time. Okay, let's end the turn and continue after we throw in some skills, and then we'll send Henry on crusade. Because I don't want to overextend ourselves too much. We shouldn't be the ones throwing most of our economical might and power and survival into taking Ayyubid territory. We only can field one full stack. But that's what I've noticed playing vanilla. It's very, very hard to muster more than a stack or two without using Bran McBorn submod, so I'm still unsure about it. Because honestly, I think 1212 AD is just better with Bran McBorns. Allowing the AI to be more aggressive, build up, having more armies. It's just like, even content-wise, it's more enjoyable. But we'll see how we go. Okay, so just farming rebels here, which isn't even too bad. We are actually getting a lot of skills. Because it's not usually the size of battle, it's the number for farming skills. So having these small little rebels pop up, and if we can just whack-a-mole them, how good's that? Okay, so I want to replace that with Robert, because now he's come of age.
Ready for battle. To victory. Leave none alive.
And succession-wise, I don't think we'll necessarily go male preference primogenitor. So I want him to be... Well, I think we'll name Robert, because he'll be the next generation. There's no point of making Yolland the heir, because he's 49. He's going to be dead soon anyway. Like, for example, Simon is the heir, but we'll name and leave it as Robert, so he can be king. Okay, so the military order priory is fine. I could convert that to a Catholic priory, because then we can get priests and like wine as a tradable resource. But I think having a military building there in Constantinople is vital, because that's where our main recruitment hub's going to be. Okay, so let's push down into the Ayyubid territory. It shouldn't take us too long, as we do have a movement bonus thanks to joining that crusade. You'd think the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Antioch are probably going to send more military forces down there sooner. Okay, let's move Robert to Constantinople. We'll keep an army over the Bosphorus there, just south of the, or east of the Dardanelles. Build more get more cavalry when we can, but we just don't want to get plunged into too much debt. We will start sacking vulnerable Ayyubid territory. It just depends how fortified they are on the coast. I imagine they're going to be holding Cairo. Okay, everything's looking good. We're slowly but surely converting. 15 units here now. The Bulgarians are building back up. I think I need to convert Western Thrace there more religiously. So we're going to break down that military building and use the funds so that we can get more religious buildings in. Okay, let's push south. Now we should have free passage here as... Oh, okay. Epirus is attacking them, my vassal. We're still at war with Sicily though, gotta keep an eye out on them. So, winter now. Yeah, we're just like struggling to hold this territory. We can't even send... We really nearly can't like justify sending this on crusade because we're just so vulnerable back up there. Okay, so let's see how we go here with Henry. Just have to be careful. So we're just going to slowly teeter in. Okay, so Alexandria, unfortunately we're not going to be able to attack. They've got 12 units there, and we're not going to be able to get to Cairo. So let's push westward and try and put some pressure on the Ayyubids. Okay, so we're going to be able to amphibiously attack if we go like this. Nice. And I'm going to take the auto-resolve on that. And let's take our first piece of Ayyubid territory. So we're going to take Mercia. Oh, you can gift it to Venice, Achaia, Kingdom of... I kind of... even though Achaia might get destroyed, I kind of want to loot and occupy this though. Interesting though. Because we're going to get what? 2,500. I think we loot and occupy. Because then we can break down the buildings inside too. And we might get a turn of replenishment rather than straight up sacking. We need to sit here. Okay, so we might be able to push to Barca too. And we might be able to get to Cairo. Cyrenaica. Is this owned too by them? Maybe. Still hemorrhaging cash though. So let's try and break that down where we can. Oh no, so Achaia has actually been destroyed. That's a shame. Oh well. So be it. Let's use our political favours there. Also, Epirus is going to take it. Okay, let's get a Catholic priory there. That is still so much money. Okay, public order is looking a little bit better in Philippopolis. And here we have Robert, we've got John, and we're holding the territory back in the Latin Empire. So we can go to Cairo, but I just think we're going to get smashed in the desert. I think we just continue raiding. So let's go to Barca now, and we'll siege out, because I don't... you wouldn't imagine the Ayyubids would have anything west. So let's continue to do our sacking and raiding. Okay, so they've got a rebel army there. Oh, okay. So I guess we'll just farm these guys, because sure, why not? Let's take on the replenishments, and let's siege Barca now. I just thought that maybe I might join them out, draw them out. Okay. Sure, let's just do that. Right, let's continue to siege. And back home, might just reshuffle. But we're just not making enough money. And we're just sitting here for quite some time. Okay. Oh, Epirus has attacked Thessalonica. I think I have to abandon them, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't justify going to war with them. Seeing we're already at war with Sicily and they could come at us at any moment. And we're still fighting away on Crusade. We've just got to hope that the other Crusader states kind of help us out. And maybe take Cairo. Because you'd imagine the French or the HRE would float a stack down there. Oh, hell, Venice. Oh, we're now bankrupt. So, yeah, maybe we should just sat back. We're going to be able to take Barca now, but it might be just a little bit too late. Jeez. I'm going to take the auto-resolve on this too. I reckon it's going to be more favourable than us to actually siege this. Man, sieges are just brutal in this mod. Okay, we're going to lose one sword unit. Only under 500, that's great. I can also gift again, but we'll loot and occupy. And we'll break down those buildings. So I can get some more money. Let's give Henry some more skills. Now he's an active crusader. Henry the Terrible. That's a bit harsh. Oh, mate, ain't that terrible. Bulgaria's now building back up. Thessalonica seems to be holding. I'm going to move my army up to Philippopolis. I don't trust the Bulgarians. There's a stack and a half there. They're posturing, so sometimes that can be an indication of an attack. And move you to Constantinople. Yeah. So Wallachia has attacked me. Okay. It wasn't the Bulgarians, it was Wallachia, so maybe they're threatening them. Venice is going to help us now, though. Our economical situation is shocking, to say the least. Trade agreement dissolved. Pisa. That's annoying. Ugh. Huh. So the Mamluks want peace because they took that settlement. Sure. Okay, so we've made a small little buffer kingdom. Imperial succession, the HRE, it's changed again. I think we need to go back. Oh, wow. Crete is about to fall to Sicily. Our Venetian allies. I think it's time to go back. Because we might get stuck down here. And I fear a war with Wallachia and Sicily. And I think we've done all that we can. Yeah. Unfortunately, Bulgaria's attacked us during the end turn phase. Here we go. And the Nicaea rebellions happened. Ugh. Yikes. We're getting ganged up on here just a wee little bit. So, it looks like the Crusaders will fail in Cairo. That's not going to be good for Christendom. I can't say... Well, there's no way we would have been able to take it. We couldn't have won in Alexandria and then pushed south. Bologna is now the rulers of the HRE. That's kind of hilarious. So, we're at war with so many. We are going to be able to try and make peace with maybe Wallachia. The last thing is we wanted them to push over the Danube. Still at war with Sicily.
Welcome, but expect ready for orders.
There's a small little rebellion there. Do I even worry about it? I think we just need to go because we don't want to allow Sicily to hit us. We're just at war with the Byzantines again, by the way. I think they joined in because of Bulgaria attacking me. I can't remember seeing an official war declaration. So let's get Henry to move back. Crusader Coastal Raider. And we're still hemorrhaging cash too. We just have to sit back and hold, really. Which is annoying. The economy just isn't quite tweaked. That's a big army there. Move back to Constantinople.
I want hourly patrols. We hunger for battle.
Yeah, I guess we just try and hold strength with within and just allow them to hit my cities. We're hemorrhaging now. We're going to have to stop that one turn. Just for us not going to debt. Okay, so we might be able to get a... Oh, thank God. We can get a peace treaty with Sicily. That's something. Still can't get peace with the Iubids. Oh, can get peace with Wallachia now. Either side we haven't shed blood. Bulgaria and Nicaea perpetually hate us, and because of the Pope, we're at war with the Iubids still. So unfortunately we still don't have those vassal ships with Thessalonica and the Greeks. It's no more. Can't offer Bulgaria a bit of money to change their mind, no. Okay, so Henry's going to now come back. I don't know where that Nicaean army went. So what I'm going to do here now is move back to my territory. We've just got massive movement still here with Henry because of the crusading movement bonus. So we're just going to sit back here, turtle up, and allow the enemy to push against me, and we'll try and fight defensive sieges. Oh, the 2 Bulgarian armies have moved away. Surprising. Let's move Robert up to the border in Philippopolis. Let's keep Emperor Henry in Nicaea. And then we just sit here. But, yeah, we're just sort of treading water here, I'm not going to lie. Alright, diving back into diplomacy. Just going around here trying to find some marriage alliances to strengthen our statescraft. So, Austria had a princess. I did see that Trebizond had one. And this is to Henry? Oh, my nephew. I'm nearly tempted to do that. Have a little bit of Byzantine blood in our family tree. To be fair, Trebizond has been fighting Nicaea. So let's get that deal done. That actually might deter them from attacking me. I won't give her away though, I think. We can make an alliance here with Antioch though, which I think would be more advantageous for us. Okay, so family tree wise, Henry's future kids will be half Hungarian royalty. So he married into the Principality of Antioch, same with Trebizond too. So that's Henry's nephew. Robert will be our future king. I would switch that to Simon, but the way Attila works family tree wise, if we disinherit Robert, it's going to be bad politically for us because he's going to have such influence and such control. By the time Simon comes of age, it's just simply not going to be worth it. Okay. Just holding here now, turtling. We're still hemorrhaging cash. Like, we're struggling to hold more than 2 full stacks and be defensive. It's like it just wants us to, I don't know, cut back on our military forces, but then we can't expand. So we're back into the same position again here now. Back at war with Bulgaria and Nicaea. Okay, so we have been attacked here. Interesting. So that's where that Bulgarian army went. Okay. So they've trespassed through Thessalonica. Okay. The Bulgarians here put themselves in a terrible position because there's a river there. I think we can use this to our advantage. Yikes. Okay. So let's decree. Sure. Still pushing up through the officers. Yeah, okay. So there's a full stack there. Yeah, okay. So, but Nicaea can't fall. I think we've still got the Crusader movement too. We do. Okay, let's move Robert, my nephew, down. And let's move Henry into attack. That's a lot of armoured spearmen though. Against Boryel of Bulgaria. He's going to flee north. And yeah, the rivers have just cooked his movement there. Oh my god. And we're going to get the Philippopolis garrison too. Nice. Let's swing around here. Okay. Oh wow. A 4-way sandwich. So you take the auto resolve on that. That's so good. But we're going to fight this one and crush them on the open field. We haven't had an open field battle. Here we go. The Battle of Philippopolis, 1223. Okay. So, looking at the topography of this battlefield, they definitely have the advantage sitting up there. Oh, our reinforcements are deploying up there. Oh, only some of them. Okay. So let's reorganize where we can. Yeah, sit right there. Alright, so just speed things up slightly. Wait for us to rally up. Just got to be a little bit careful here with this army because there's only, what, 2 spearmen, 3 crossbows and a general unit. You think... Oh, maybe they can't see them up there. Okay. Let's reorganize this slightly. And make things a little bit easier to navigate. There we go. And... Yep. It's just a little bit micro intensive when you've got 40 or so plus units. Alright, let's grab everyone and try and match that front line. Okay, so the terrain is probably going to be on their side. We are attacking them at the end of the day. No countdown, which is interesting. We might be able to out-skirmish them though too. They do have superior... no, it's probably even on the cavalry front actually. Okay, let's put our cavalry on the right-hand side there. We'll spring those units later once our front lines interlock. Okay. Looking better now. Let's advance. Now, unfortunately, crossbows just don't have the range in this, but they do have the armor impact. Right. That's looking a bit better. Maybe we drop a formation too. Like it's probably not a bad idea. Okay. And let's get our crossbows to push over the front line. Let's move my generals slightly up to support those frontline troops. Okay, let's encroach further. Once more. Okay, now pull back. Because they tend to not bluff charge in 1212 AD. If they're committing like that, they're probably just going to straight up come. Yeah, because as you can see, a cavalry unit has just gone flying into wedge there. Let's move them down. And my crossbows are now starting to get some shots off. So maybe try and push some of them over the front line that aren't in range. However, it looks like they've got that cavalry unit that took an absolute beating because they just smashed into that front line of... Oh, they're going again too. This is exactly what we want with our spearmen. Reform that back. Yeah, geez, they had 70, now they've only got 35. Let's descend down that hill. Nice. Okay, we've just capitulated one cavalry unit there, which is massive. Now, let's give out some orders. Focus on those cavalry that are there. We don't need to be hitting the crossbows further back. Now, we have skirmisher supremacy over them, so we should be able to start whittling them down quite a bit. There's 6 units there. We've got about 10 or so, 8 crossbows. And if we can liquidate all of them, well, not liquidate, there's no firearms, neutralize. Then we can start working on the bulk of the units. They might close the distance though, because they've got a lot of swordsmen there. Okay, nice. Just smashed one of those light Kuman archers. Yep, and they're moving now. Oh, they're just going to send it. They're just going to charge flying into me there. Okay, we should be able to hold. We've got pretty good formations in this mod. Holding well. Let's reform up again. Okay, let's get our cavalry to start working down this. We might have an opportunity to get rid of Boriel the Bulgarian, ancestor of Victor Grum. Yeah, he's Bulgarian, isn't he? Okay, right, let's move upon here. Yeah, so now they're just locking into my center, so I'm just going to straight up work my way down. Alright, let's break formation with some of these. There we go, go like that. Nice. I don't tend to like throwing like 5 units like that into one, but it seems to be working. We just have them here now. Oh, I can't believe he moved through Thessalonica. Who would have thought? Okay, let's reform up here. He just overextended way too much. And now we're going to be able to push further into that Bulgarian territory. We might even get a good charge here too. We've still got those reinforcements descending down from the top of the hill. Have they arrived? Oh, they have, just. And just like push up here. Alright, get my cavalry to work. Send 1 unit back here. Let's give each and every one of these individual attack orders. So, auto resolve probably would have been more favourable. Nice. Let's get a good charge down here. Charge! So that's going to be another Bulgarian full stack. Crushed. And probably a new emperor for them is going to arise. Okay, so we've crushed this left-hand side pocket here. Towards the center now. Oh my god. Glorious. And then I guess we try and take another piece of territory and then sue for peace. But once again, we're going to struggle to convert and hold it and then push even further because we're already at our military limits. And we've already played for, oh, I don't know, hang on, 3-4 hours here today. I don't know how long it's going to be once I edit it down. Okay, nice. Cool. Let's run these guys down, but I'll end it there and speed things up for you guys though. Nice. Decisive. 800. Nearly a 10,000 man battle there. Crushed. Yeah. Build-wise, that was just not good for him. We also just had the numbers too. Actually deploying that high up didn't actually help them. Oh, so even when we got rid of the captives there, they still ran away. Righto. Force march. Oh, I can actually get you back to Nicaea nearly. Maybe I just get you back to Constantinople. And then I get Robert to run down the remaining... Oh no, maybe I'll give it to Gene. Get him to run it down. Go with Night Fighter. Just to get those additional bonuses. Yeah, 6 men lost. Nothing. Okay, still got to watch out for that Nicaean army. Probably going to want to try and retake it. I'm just trying to calculate what I want to do. If I force march, I can actually get over there. Oh, I can nearly... Wait, can I actually get to Nicaea? Oh, I can. Well, let's do that then. Oh, we're going to be able to sit in there and replenish. We will be winded with those units, but I think that's okay. Do I go for those remaining 2 territories? I still can't get any troops there. I think we siege it out. Because if another Bulgarian army comes, we can just fall back. So let's get 2 battering rams and then maybe I ask for peace? Low. Wow, they're really not interested in peace. Okay, let's move this army where? Constantinople maybe? Okay. But at the moment, we are surviving and Yeah, I'd say we're thriving.
Come fight with us. Are you ready to serve?
Oh, okay, he's gone. Oh, here we go. Ah. The new Bulgarian emperor is attacked. Or Tsar, whatever you want to call him. Okay, so he's going to defend Philippopolis. Okay, so they still have quite a large military presence up there, even though we crushed a full stack just then. Gonna need more military might up there. Disease outbreak, that's annoying. Noble birth, no, which is good.
In our good name, be welcome.
Just gonna try and get some more money and relations where we can. Peace treaty with Bulgaria, so now they're interested? For a small payment, maybe. 600 for war maybe 3. I want some money if I can. I'll take that. The new Tsar is willing for peace, so I would have liked to take a piece of territory, but they're just not interested. Still can't make peace with them. Alright, so Nicaea's there sitting on the border. Unfortunately, we couldn't take another piece of territory, so I guess it's just going to end in a stalemate. Wait, the Seljuks are going to help us there? Let's move Prince and Heir Robert, my nephew, to Constantinople. Oh, I can actually get you over here too. Or maybe we just try and go for all of them there. And then... Nice, okay. So it's just going to bounce that north into Seljuk territory? I mean, I guess.
We hunger for battle.
We don't want to spread this disease, but... Not much you can do sometimes about pestilence.
To your duties, men. Advance.
Cool.
Ready for orders. Ready.
Oh, so now they're interested in peace. After we threw that other army back. So they're not at war with the Seljuks. Just Trebizond. Well, the Seljuks are raiding here, which is rather annoying. Okay, let's move Robert here. Let's try and replenish and repair. Okay, we're still just hemorrhaging so much cash. Okay, still trying to convert these regions. So 2 full stacks in operation, and then a half. Oh my god. I just don't really know how to fix our economy. We can't get much more trade rights. It's just tough.
My friend,
Okay, we might be able to get trade with Hungary here. For a defensive alliance. Because we've got kind of close ties with them. They've actually taken Croatia? Yeah, they're pushed into Dalmatia. Nice. Can we get military with them? No. Venice is just so weak at the moment. But at the moment, we're only at war with the Iubids. Just trying to build up here. Okay, guys. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm going to straight up say it. Brand McBawn submod is so much better than vanilla. We've played for 4 hours here today. The AI should be way more aggressive, and we should have way more territory. So here it is. We're going to install it, and it should just make a massive difference on the campaign map. because it's just too slow and methodical for my liking. Okay, so instantly when we've installed it, our economy has now gone up by 3,000, and along with our food, it's reduced our army upkeep, and you should see the AI just start conquering and carving up territory now. But yeah, I just don't have the time for vanilla. Like, we played, what, 4 hours here? We should have way more pieces of territory. The AI should have been way more aggressive too and not as passive. But, for example, I get it if you like a slow, methodical campaign and can't deal with the stress of the micro and the anxiety of just how aggressive the AI is. But now we're going to be able to push on, because we were struggling to hold this territory with those forces, just because we just weren't simply making enough money. Now we've beaten back the Empire of Nicaea and Bulgarians, and we can go on the offensive now. Okay, so instantly we can make a proper third stack, and we can start converting these territories quicker too. I just feel like content-wise too, it's just way more exciting and engaging. Like, you can just dive into massive fights early on. The Crusades are not doing good though, because we just lost Jerusalem. We have made peace with the Ayyubids. Okay, so, and the growth is going off too, so it also increases trade activity, but also there's going to be massive kingdoms now forming, so that's going to be great to see. Instantly Bulgaria is building up here too, as you can see. But yeah, oh, Imperial Succession. Yeah, I just feel like for the amount of time we put in, we're better off, yeah, playing with Bran McBorns, because you just get way better battles. Like, I personally prefer the AI to be more aggressive, more brutal, more ruthless, and for the AI just to spin out and spawn armies constantly. So it should make effect soon, and it also we'll be able to convert these territories a lot quicker. Let me know in the comments, do you play with Bran McBorns or vanilla? Maybe go with Artisan there. Like, people have been trying to convince me for ages, but Bran McBorns is the source. Okay, so as you can see here, look at this. The Bulgarians on the border are instantly recruiting 2 full stacks. How fun is that going to be to fight that? Okay. And we've still got 3. So we're going to have like massive battles too. So I think even content-wise for YouTube, it's just better. And we're actually going to get better quality units more soon too. I'm just trying to tweak this a bit better. I want Robert to have a better quality army if we can. So now we can get swordsmen as well. And that means we can do these offensive sieges instead of needing to auto-resolve them all the time, because our levies just get annihilated. The best way to describe that. Okay, let's move up here. Because, for example, we should have been able to push once we secured those 5 territories, like, so early on. And we can afford another third army. Maybe if you only play one campaign at a time and can play it for multiple months. Yeah. Because now our territories are being converted, we're making money to invest, and now we can go on the offensive. And look at this, right? Bulgaria has just surged into Greece and have taken 2 territories in quite quick succession. So it's not going to make me have more money, have more armies too, and allows me to be more aggressive. It allows the AI too. So we're going to march back to war against Bulgaria, and we should have some good fights against them. Okay, so that's a pretty good auto-resolve. We're going to build some siege equipment here now. But it's great to see that they've swept down into the former Epirus and Greek lands too. I can't wait to see how the other empires of built up as well. And we're going to be able to defend these new lands that are getting converted. Okay, let's end the turn and continue once we assign a governor. Nice. And let's continue with settled tribes. Oh. Are they not going to react? Oh, Hungary's taken Belgrade. Interesting. Maybe they're fighting Hungarians up in the north. Potentially. The thing is, right, we've won 2 wars against Bulgaria and Nicaea. We should be able to push on from that. Oh, so the Mamluks are going to attack me. That's fine. We gave them their independence, really, or gave rise to them. Okay. Croatia re-emerges. Interesting. So, we're going to be able to auto-resolve this one now. I don't want to have to play this brutal siege if I can avoid it. Nicely done. Interesting that they pushed south. Let's break these down too, and then we're going to be able to convert them quicker too. I just feel like the economy just isn't well balanced. Okay, let's move to Skopje.
Laying siege to the settlement. Let them cower like kennel dogs.
Wow.
Ready for orders.
Okay, Thessalonica still holds. Now that we're at war with Bulgaria, you'd think that it'd be threatened. They are so far south there, though.
Hear us, Lord.
AI was like, right, we've got armies. Let's fly down. Oh, okay, so it looked like Hungary took Croatia and then they rebelled? I'm not entirely sure. We've got Dyrrachium and further Greek territory in the south. Hungary's doing something up there in the north. Oh, they're fighting the Serbs. There's still a full stack there in Serbia of the Bulgarians. Not entirely sure what they're doing there, though. Yeah, maybe if we used Bram McBourne's somewhat earlier on, the Empire of Nicaea might be stronger and bigger. Who knows, who knows, who knows. Nice. So a lot of religious buildings coming now. And then we can get some military buildings there too. And then we're not solely relying on Constantinople. Because some of these buildings are like 6,000, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so that army hasn't moved south. Let's just move in Henry to help things out. And we're going to take 2 Bulgarian settlements quite quickly and well deservedly. We're going to take Skopje, which is a settlement that has a mine, a gold mine too, which is going to be incredibly valuable for us. And then we might make a play for that Bulgarian army in the north. Oh, actually, while the blacksmith's here, we'll pay for those upgrades. Yeah, nice. So I won't upgrade the castle. I'll upgrade all these units here, which will provide us with a nice little bonus. Okay, so I think I hit that army in the north. Wait, the Serbs are going to help us? Can I get any more negotiations with them? Not exactly. Alright. Oh, there's a second full stack there. Still got really good odds though, which is nice. But we'll manually fight this one. It is going to be a fort battle, but we might be able to crush the reinforcing army. Alright, let's go fight this one. This is what we want to see. A massive land battle here. So the Serbs are going to come in and help us. Then there's the garrison there too. So what I'll do is try and crush those reinforcements. I don't know where they're going to be deploying from. Oh, you're joking. They're deploying from behind of me. Oh, if I just kept my army there. The thing is, you just never know. I guess the Slavs will focus on the fort. Alright. Let's move my cavalry into a more favorable position. If we can snipe that general, that'd be massive. Come on. Quickly now, double time. Interesting that they had 2 full armies stuck in the north. Come on. Okay, we've got some bowmen here trying to engage us. Should be able to make quick work of them. Try and form up with my spearmen. Just need to make sure that they don't get caught. Should be okay though. Nice, gauging their cavalry now. Oh my god, we're struggling on those medium shock. Nice. My reinforcing cavalry might be able to engage there. Tsar Guard. Oh wow, okay. Those guys are being neutralized. Nice, we just need to crush this army. Why was the auto-resolve so favorable, I wonder? Yeah, that actually is not favorable on the open field. Swing this way. And now we're actually seeing better and higher quality units helping us out now, which is super nice. Okay, try and swing my cavalry around on that left-hand side because they've got a lot of skirmishers vulnerable. So let's go for them. Go for the light bows. Okay, still focusing on that general unit now. So we're going to try and focus on crushing this reinforcing army. Yikes. My cavalry is taking some losses there. My crossbows are getting some shots off into that blob, which is nice. Okay, that's 1 archer unit crushed and destroyed. Well, not quite, but it will be. If we just keep on chipping away and focusing on them. Okay. Continue to push this way. 28 now. Let's speed things up. Perfect. Let's get my cavalry to... Yeah, look at this. They are just getting shredded a bit, but if we can crush these 3 archer units, that's going to be great. Okay. Let's move this way, thanks. Oh, they're like hounds and stuff hitting us, so that's what's doing it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they have hound units. I was like, why are we losing so many, well, units in our cavalry? It's because of their dogs. Okay, so maybe I just get my crossbows to target that general then, instead of the cavalry itself. Oh, okay, so a levy spearman has engaged me there, that's fine. I'll wrap around in a sec. Pull this way away. Get my crossbows to hit their general's bodyguard. That actually might be more advantageous than chucking my cavalry in. Nice, the enemy general is no more. Perfect timing. And if we can allow none of these forces to get into the fort, that'll be good. Then we're going to have to make the assault for it. So let's give out some attack orders here for those trainers. Okay, so maybe we do just try and throw everyone in. Well, I guess into the remnant of that bodyguard. There's technically nobody in it. Right. Crossbows fire upon this. So the reinforcing army now, thankfully, is in disarray against Emperor Henry the Terrible, supposedly. Henry the Chad, I'd like to say. We're creating a Catholic empire in the south, where our Hungarian allies are in the north. His son might have a claim to all that territory in the north, which would be cool. Crusader King style wise. Okay. Really working this reinforcing army now. Try and hit this spear unit from multiple sides. It's in a formation, which is cringe. Okay. It seems like the Serbs are just distracting. Right. Throwing a spanner in the works in this fight. Focus on the light bows. Yeah, the light warhounds. It's just deceiving. Because we're fighting those units, I was like, why are we taking so much attrition? It's like, oh, that makes sense.
Enemy units of our allies have fled, the cowards!
Alright, let's reform up and get ready to move into the fort. And then this could be the end of Bulgaria, hopefully. Nice. We have just absolutely destroyed that reinforcing army. Alright, so now we have to make our way into the fort, which is going to be easier said than done. My guys are just exhausted, so maybe we just have to wait and give them a breather. Oh, unfortunately the Serbs have been absolutely crushed. My god. Okay, let's reform back up. And then we'll use our crossbows to try and, well, I was going to say whittle down the units. I'd like to go for the arrow towers, but we've got nothing to engulf them. We're definitely just going to have to sit here for a moment and get our breath back. Okay, so they're going to move up a unit here. Let's set our crossbows. Now, these guys are a little bit armored, which is nice. So we should be able to withstand some arrow tower fire. Okay. So they're going to move up a spear unit. Fine by me. Let's start putting some crossbow bolts down into the fort. Oh geez, we're doing well there. And when they turn too, it should even make it even more beneficial for us. Okay, I do have to keep a little eye on the timer there. It can be concerning. I don't want to go too close there because they might be able to charge us. Okay, this is bizarre. They seem to be staying in the fort and not moving out from it. Is this a bait? No, it doesn't seem to be. It's like the AI doesn't want them to go out. That's so bizarre. Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll keep bringing up a unit there to sacrifice. And then we'll charge on him when we're ready. Still have 30 minutes remaining. But already, we've already had a big initial fight and we're just carving up territory. Nice. I might need to speed things up. Okay, we're going to charge in now. My archers are nearly out of ammunition. I think we've whittled them there enough. There's only skirmishers sitting in here now anyway. So let's try and run them down. Oh, and now they've capitulated. Nice. Let's end that one there. Pyrrhic victory. Just running them down. Oh, that's annoying that that army's pushed further north into the interior. It's into Hungarian territory now. Okay. Let's run down these rebels just outside Constantinople. Still dealing with a lot of rebellions in this campaign in particular. Okay, let's get some more better quality spearmen there if we can. And cavalry. Okay, so our eastern territory is looking better. I think pushing westward is probably not a bad idea, as there's going to be more chances of bringing Catholicism westward, because if you go east, it's more orthodoxy, eh? Oh, okay, so Sicily has an army just outside Dyrrhachium. I think there's an army reinforcing somewhere. Alright, let's build some siege equipment there. But it's crazy to see that Sicily has just gone crazy in conquering territory. Same with Bulgaria too. And Hungary. It just shows like the difference in territorial conquest with Bran McBorns. Like, it's just so good. You can actively see kingdoms build up properly. Right, we had to retreat there. Now let's move back in with this army. Oh, that other army's gone now. Maybe Sicily attacked them during the fog of war. Okay, we'll trespass into Serbia just there. Let's push back. We could even look to push into Croatia and Serbia at some point. Connect up with Hungary. Okay, so welcome to the top of the turn. We should be able to take Dyrrhachium now. Why can't I... Oh, is this bugged, is it? I can't seem to use the sword icon. Oh no, hang on. To attack, it's the political decision. There we go. It was stopping it. Alright, let's auto-resolve that one. Take Dyrrhachium. And then hopefully we can have the end of the Bulgarian Empire. Wow, 1400 there. 14,000 actually. A lot of money. Let's try and repair and break some of this down where we can. Geez, some of these churches are just so expensive. But wielding 4 full stacks at the moment, and we're slowly but surely building and creating a Latin Empire in the east, being the forefront of Christendom, which is nice. Oh, okay, so I reckon the Tsardom of Bulgaria will fall here. Sicily is just flooding units in. And then it looks like the internal Greek territory from Thessalonica, Larissa to Athens will be under Norman Sicilian control. Cool. Still dealing with rebellions here and there. Our public order still isn't the best, because we have just doubled our territory. Yeah, so it's literally sped up the campaign 3-4 times fold, and we've had more battles, and we're taking more territory. It just stops the turtling. So maybe you need to go back and forth, or maybe you need to tweak Brand McBourne's submod if the economy just gets too out of hand. But yeah, I don't know, I just like this style of campaign. When there's armies everywhere, and big nations are being built up and like gonna fight each other. Okay. So just gotta keep a watchful eye on Sicily, and we'll just try and hold this territory now. Even though we've conquered a lot of Bulgaria there, we still need to consolidate our rule. But this is what we own, which is really nice. Croatia has attacked Hungary. Oh, okay, and then they attacked me. Interesting. The thing is, Hungary took split at one point. Then so I think Croatia fell somehow. Hungary took it, and then they came back. So we've got an opportunity here to maybe take it. So we're actually still at war with Bulgaria. I don't know where they are. Nicaea has been pushed back. Rum has now expanded massively too. Oh wow. Okay. So it looks like the Empire of Nicaea has fallen to the Seljuks. Oh, they've pushed up into Wallachia. And then we've got the Kingdom of Croatia. I actually think I might take that because they're Catholic. Oh, okay. So Wallachia has fallen to the Bulgarians. Can I muster an army north? Oh, why has Serbia got armies there? Oh, anyway, let's push up there. Wait, no, the Serbs are going to help us? Why? Okay, so we're going to push over the Danube and take Wallachia. They actually attacked us ages ago. We didn't actually fight them properly. Okay, so our eastern territory is looking nice. Holding in Constantinople. We'll need to build a frontier as the Seljuks have become the predominant power in Asia Minor, minus Trebizond. Okay, so it looks like those Serbs have gone, but ooh, okay, so still not a favourable order resolve. Let's try and bring Prince Robert in, and this should finally be the end of Bulgaria here today. Yep. Let's take Wallachia. We could subjugate them, but they are Orthodox, so we're going to get pretty bad relations doing so. If they're Catholic, maybe. But we're going to take that. All the Serbs are just there. They're pushing further north. But man, it's great to see that even though Bulgaria is an empire and their Tsardom is crumbling, that they're just trying to take territory where they can. And now we actually have a proper land border with Hungary. Okay, let's try and move these forces further south. Let's get Emperor Henry to push to the border here. We crushed a full sack of Croatians, so maybe we can go and attack the city? Okay, so... unfortunately, because of the border there, we can't get on the outside. Wow, Split is such a massive city. Oh, what a prize this would be on the coast here. Okay, Looks like the Serbs bounced that Bulgarian army. We'll push right up into Transylvania and finish off the Bulgarians here. Nice. Okay, let's push back down south. Looking good though now for this campaign. Man, having that Hungarian alliance early on has been such a good idea. I'm surprised they became the predominant power in the north here. Sometimes Hungary and Poland sort of duke it out a bit. But the future royal family, and at the end of the day, will be half Hungarian. Henry's sons, thanks to his Hungarian wife, yeah, might have a claim to the north. A massive kingdom this would be. Nice. We are all brave men of Christendom at the moment. Okay, let's move back to Skopje. Alright, well back up here in Croatia. Oh wow, look at that auto-resolve. Yeah, I guess they thought they had a better odds sailing down to Dyrrhachium. Getting away from the Hungarians. So we can subjugate them, but I'm going to loot and occupy this old Venetian city and take it. That's why I think it's a pretty good trade hub, and it's so big. I think the Venetians held it at some point. But, wow, what a boon. We've taken Split, and we don't even have to convert the local populace religiously either. And my Imperium has gone up in stats. Fan-bloody-tastic. Okay, running down some more rebels here. Oh, wow, so the Hungarians are pushing into the east. Oh, they've got so many armies here. It's so cool. They're zerging a bit. I think now is we just need to try and hold this territory, get the public order set. But I think we go after Serbia, as they are just annoyingly in between us and the Hungarians. So when we're in a position to do so, holding this newly conquered territory, we'll push against them, because at the moment, as you can see here, we've got this huge alliance block. Oh, even with Venice, they're still hanging out, even though they've lost most of their Mediterranean territory. Seljuks are quite big. Same with Sicily down there too. So this is what we occupy as the Latin Empire. I think our next target is going after the Serbs here. But even they only have 2 settlements. Look, they've got 3 big armies. So I'm going to get the Emperor to go for Raj, their capital. And Vladislav, the first crown, is going to be under siege. Let's siege their capital. Build up that siege equipment. And let's force march north. Let's siege out Nish, and then we'll try and hit those armies on the outside, try and divide and conquer them. Yeah, geez, there's a lot of reinforcements being brought in there. And we'll bring all these nations under the Catholic Brethren. Yeah, Catholic factions are just a little bit overpowered in this mod. Orthodox factions and Eastern don't do the best. Oh, right, we'll fight this one on the battlefield. This seems fun. Okay, so they're going to take the high ground here, because we might just get a really favourable auto-resolve in that siege, and I much prefer playing land battles. I've always said this in my campaigns. I would say 70-80% of the time I'd rather do a land battle, just because they're so dynamic and different. Sieges, some people really, really like them. I think they may be fun to watch, not necessarily fun to play. Maybe that's it. Because they're just so grindy and just take so long. Quite often it just devolves into choke points that get very narrowed and nothing really happens overly too much. Okay, let's speed things up and we'll try and close the distance on them. Okay, just speeding things up. We're going to go into a front line, get that formation going, cavalry on the left. Okay, so they're going to, looks like, charge straight on up here. They're getting some scorpion shots off too. Our crossbows are trying to whittle them down. Bring them down, bring them down. Oh my god. As they come clashing into my Spearmen front line. Alright, let's give the order for my cavalry to charge. We should be able to stop those crossbows, those scorpions that are doing quite well. My crossbow should be able to stop them. Maybe I just try and break out of formation here, because we might just need to counter-charge. Although they have superior infantry here. We might have better odds to just push up, lock them in place, and then hit them from multiple sides of attack. Good solid charge there. Nice. Pinning them in place, just where we want. Got a nice high ground advantage. Alright, let's go for the ballista now. Got a pretty decent momentum. Just grab them again. Oh, they're taking them out slightly, but we should be able to stop them from shooting. Nice. Run them down. Oh my god. Okay, so they're now properly routing. Let's swing around towards this main line. Got a lot of crossbows in reserve there. Let's speed things up slightly. Focus on that bodyguard. Especially those who are sitting idly by. Okay, come about. Right, the general's broken that crossbow line, so let's try and run them down. Okay. Oh, that's it. Let's run them down. And let's end that one there. A decisive victory. So Niš should be, for all intents and purposes, under our control, along with Serbia. Okay, so let's reorientate this. Let's chuck some units in there, I think. Alright, can we move any more additional reinforcements up? No, we can't. Henry has some stats there. Alright, let's end the turn and continue. Welcome to the top of the turn. A couple wars going on. Alright, so now we can bring in additional reinforcements. That siege equipment at their capital is being built too. And now let's move Robert in. Actually, you know what? We probably can hit that army on the outside that's mustering. Also, if we move you here, that should bring everyone in. Hang on. And yep. We'll get Frederick to run that down. Oh, it's going to bounce it that way. That's annoying. So be it. More important is just to get rid of the general. Those 4 units weren't going to really add up overly too much. Oh, whoops. I should have turned him off force march, but I think it's fine. Okay, so now we've got a favourable order resolve. With 3 ladders, 1 battering ram. Let's take that. As we're going to have a decisive victory in the end. Let's loot and occupy. Oh my god. So many buildings there. Let's break down a lot of them. It's going to cost 9,000 to repair the main building though. Then we can eventually convert it. Raz. Actually, we probably can pull over more reinforcements eventually too. Just to sweeten that order resolve. I still think we're going to win it though. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so overall we lost 1 spear unit. We can subjugate them. But that is Serbia done and dusted. Now we have a massive land border with the Hungarians, which is something to keep an eye on. Okay, religious change. Where are they? Oh, they switched to Orthodox. I guess they're in the neighborhood of it, right next to Georgia and Trebizond. Okay, so this is what we occupy as the Latin Empire. Hungary in the north is massive. We've got a territory that spans Thrace, the Balkans, and Western Greece. Even Antioch seems to be pushing there too. But now we're going to have to spend quite some time actually holding all this territory that we've taken. As you can see, there's just countless rebellions popping up. We have been excommunicated to quite some time ago, so not the best. I suppose we intervene, use his influence, because we've still got quite a bit of it. Use political favours for everyone else. Sicily is trespassing. But now I think we literally just need to turtle up. Compared to last time, we've actually gone on rapid expansion. So it's actually realistic and sensible to sit here and convert, because we've taken
I'm afraid we
what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 territories. That's a split between predominantly orthodoxy, except for split down there. We are making money too, so we're going to have armies defending these. But we are farming generals because of these rebellions. Okay, rebellion at Constantinople. Now, although these rebellions are great for farming general experience, we are giving other nobles more influence and power too. Okay, Sicily just seems to be raiding here. Small Serb rebellion in the north. Let's move to Wallachia. These religious buildings just cost so much. So at the moment we've got a lot of roaming 10 stacks or so, which seem to be giving us pretty good auto resolves. So until we can actually recruit them from these main buildings, I think just having a bunch of smaller armies seems to be the play at the moment. Okay, so a big rebellion has come up here in Croatia. Oh, okay, so we're gonna have to bring some more military investment. Damn, I thought having like 3-4 stacks of 10 units would be enough to quell. And we can't even recruit from here just yet. We can't get any mercenaries either. Doesn't help that Sicily's raiding, but they haven't attacked us yet, which is interesting. So, although we've expanded the empire rapidly under Henry, our rule is not secure. We are an empire in all but name. It is weird calling it the Latin Empire, I guess, when you start off with only a few pieces of territory. So here now, do we want military buildings? Got religious going, got food. We also need to go around and convert from walled cities to forts and find a balance. Because I think, like... And that's what we've been doing. So, I think some of this... like, for example, Philippopolis was a castle, but it doesn't need to be now because it's in the core of our empire now that we've expanded. Seleuks, Nicaea down there. Oh, succession. So, unfortunately, it looks like Henry's died. Yeah, Henry is no more. We have a new king. He still has a fair bit of power. So, Robert, his nephew, has inherited the throne. His son, Geoffrey. So, it's skipped over the king's brother-in-law. I think we give it to him next, though. I would like to go with male preference primogenitor. But because we've got a lot of other nobles that have a lot of power, we might be better off centralizing it within our dynasty. Okay. Building up here in Nicaea. We've been pushing westward rather than east, naturally. I just think there's more bigger factions over there. Bulgaria always seemed to draw us westward anyway. Nicaea is purely focusing on the Seleuks, and then you've got, well, the Seleuks themselves, Georgia and whatnot. Okay, so here in Serbia, we're going to need to bring some more military might. So we need like a full stack to quell them, or essentially garrisons. So if we move this up here, that's a stack and then the garrison too. It'd nearly be better off converting to Orthodoxy if you could. It'd make things so much easier. Because it just takes so long now to convert. Okay, let's move you here on a force march. I would like to get you into range if we could. Alright, let's run that down now. Okay, so now they're going to stand and fight. Just playing whack-a-mole here at the moment. Putting down these minor rebellions. Let's finish them off completely. Nice.
We hunger for battle.
Okay. So, food, religion, money, military. Oh, during the end turn phase, Sicily has attacked Venice. I'm going to decline and break that alliance. Our oldest ally, go on. To be fair, they did have territory here in Croatia. The Venetians invested a lot in Split. Oh, the Teutonic Order has attacked Hungary. They're so far away. I'm going to enter that war. Even though it's not the best, since we have been excommunicated. I wonder if Venice will fall now, and then we can make an alliance with Sicily. They have 2 pieces of territory in the north. They have been fighting, though, quite a bit. And surviving, so... I didn't start off making an alliance with Venice. It was, I already started off with it. I didn't decide it. What was that about Hungary? Oh, okay. Yeah, so the Holy Roman Empire is now Hungary. Interesting.
Welcome.
Poland has attacked the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, so they have now claimed imperial authority. That's cool. Oh no, we've got a civil war? Oh geez, okay, so it looks like half the armies just split away there too. And under our new Emperor Robert the Despised, I'm gonna make peace with the Teutonic Order.
Speak.
Can't make peace with Poland.
Commander, at your command.
Damn. And Gerard has joined him. I think that's the Emperor's brother too.
Get to it, men.
We're just struggling to hold this territory. I also think maybe I've given
It is a great
too many generals command positions and they've gained a lot of authority.
us, Commander.
And with the death of the Emperor Henry, it was holding this
For battle.
fractured kingdom together.
Commander.
Is now split. Alright, well, let's have our first Latin Civil War. But at the moment we've got what, 5 armies there, half stacks, dealing with internal revolts. And that's just straight up rebelled there, that province. Hopefully more don't join. Okay, so half of the army's just left. Jeez. And Simon is... he's meant to be the future king. Okay, so we have to go through here and secure loyalty. Fire, it's dropped to 38%. 5% in just his rule. Anyway, we're going to have a pretty cool civil war though. So we've rapidly expanded the empire, but internal division is rife. Okay, so I can siege out the settlement. I think that's what we do. Built a lot of siege equipment there too though.
Besieging
Okay.
settlement.
And then I bring
Battle.
Matthew, my brother-in-law, down here.
We hunger for battle.
I think I stop the recruitment in Constantinople. I think we would have enough without them, but it'll just sweeten the odds. So I'm going to attack that army now. And they're going to stand and fight. So I'm going to send... Okay, we should have enough. We do have the numbers, but we are fighting half of the former emperor's army here. Matthew is. Matthew, my father, who I named as heir, because Robert is the emperor's nephew. My father Matthew married Henry's sister. Numbers should be enough. But here is our first Latin Civil War. It was about time. Maybe it's not a bad idea to maybe adopt some of these generals in, or maybe I should have done it earlier too. Right, let's speed things up to rally up. Our strength together is our best. Okay. So we've rallied everyone up, encroached forward. We have crossbow superiority and the numbers. Although we're attacking them at the end of the day, we want them to charge us. Let's get all my swordsmen to go into a formation. And same with the spearmen too. Once they lock in place, we'll try and cycle charge. They do have cavalry supremacy on me. So we're going to get some shots off here. Try and soften them up before this initial charge comes in. We've got time. Jeez. Okay. Oh my god. That, oh. Those two men-at-arms in the center there have just been crushed. Okay, they're trying to wrap around against me here. Okay, let's give out some attack orders. Oh, nice. So the spearmen that are getting focused are dealing with the shock cavalry quite well. Okay, so now that we're pinning them in place, we're going to have to give out attack orders there. Okay, so my left center there is completely buckled. Try and swing around where we can. Let's give out some attack orders there. Jeez, only just favored to win this one. But we'll be able to put down this rebellion soon. So Bulgaria destroyed. Same with unfortunately our Greek city-state allies, really. We got rid of Serbia though. Okay. Center's just blobbing up there. Just making sure we got attack orders out. Nice. We might be able to target that general there. Oh, this left-hand side we're winning on, which is nice. At the end of the day, if we can just take a chunk out of those units, will be good. Because they're already at half health, even though they're really good. Chevron and unit quality wise. It's the heavy cav that are just pumping us. Oh, just watch out here, they're about to break. If we can get rid of one of their generals, we might be able to cause a rout. Okay. Looking good. Okay, it's slowly getting better for us in the yellow bar. My general's just straight up committing now. Hold, man. Okay, so we're winning on the left and right flank. It's just this center now. We need to start to envelop. I feel like I could use my crossbows better in this. It's because we pushed so far up and then they closed the distance. We didn't have like a really good time to try and skirmish big time. Oh wow, that center just broke there for them. Nice. One general. Yep, one general's dead, so that should be good. Right, wrap around with my cavalry. We should be able to give chase big time. I just think having the numbers here is what's going to win us. Just having over-resounding force. Even though they did break through my center quite well. It just didn't really matter if they smashed through and then clipped a bunch of crossbows in the end, eh? let's try and cycle charge this a bit better because we're just getting bogged down there. Those medium crossbows are surprisingly holding well. But at the end of the day, this is annoying because we're fighting our own brethren. Okay, victory. Let's try and run down as many of them as we can. Nice. Decisive victory. And hopefully we put down the pretenders. We'll need to retake that settlement, which is a bit annoying. I suppose it had low authority or loyalty. Okay, during the intern phase, an army has attacked me in Nicaea. I'm going to be able to throw it back. I don't know where that army came from. Oh no! Constantinople has rebelled. Oh my god. So the governor has decided to pick a side. I suppose we are getting through these disloyal governors. Oh wow. So the governor of Constantinople has betrayed us. So we'll be able to retake this piece of territory. I'm tempted to loot and occupy nearly. Bring some of that money back and then repair it slowly.
Ready for orders.
6,000. Oh, actually it's going to cost us a shit ton more to repair. Sometimes it does repair over time though, if I'm not mistaken. You don't need to pay for it. Okay, so I don't want to siege out Constantinople if I don't need to. So if we get, oh yeah, well the garrison just oh, we still get 5,000 from occupying. You better off letting it go for a bit. Okay, so is that the end of them? I think so. So Pierre, yeah, my one of my sons joined the rebel cause. So we got that Trebizond alliance there. Oh my god, it looks like we've just had a full-on rebellion again. So still dealing with these ramifications for a civil war. Yikes. What's happened is we just haven't grown our family tree well enough, and we've allowed all these nobles to take power. Oh my god, I would say more than half of the empire is in revolt now. Oh wow. My two sons have joined the allied cause too, against me. With the backing of the nobles here. So we're eventually going to have to kick them out of offices and the army too. And go for some plots there to get rid of them. So we need to retake Nicaea now. And this is just really bad for us relations-wise because we're going after our own Catholic brethren. So looks like the king is going to have to run down his own sons here. And we're going to have to retake Constantinople. They haven't taken that much military might from us. They've just taken territory. Okay, so... And some of our armies here can't actually move, which is annoying because they're stuck in place. So just got to go through here now. Try and retake as much of this territory where we can. But firstly we have to deal with these small little armies that are scattered about. Allowing them to rebel and then running them down will get them out. And essentially what we're going to have to do now is purge the Venetian nobles that have rebelled and only have family members commanding. It's just because it's been a little while since I've played 1212 AD and I forget that's the mechanic, especially on this difficulty. We're just in a full-on rebellion. It's because we had such a strong king for ages and then we've had a couple bad ones. So yeah, maybe role-playing through male preference primogenitor. Maybe we're better off adopting some more where we can. I feel like we had a severe lack of sons and daughters too though. Like our family tree should be so much bigger than what it is. So just running down the nobles now. Okay, so Nicaea. We're going to focus on the armies firstly. Oh yeah, hang on. If I go with naval, we can attack in one turn. So that'll give us an opportunity to get those coastal territories back. But jeez, full-blown civil war.
Your orders.
And the Latin Empire burns. I can't see us
Commander.
truly falling to ruin because of this, but it's definitely going to delay us.
We
Trying
take this
to
settlement.
forcefully hold this empire is so hard. Okay, we're actually going to be able to draw out the garrison there, so we'll do that. Just allowing these, stopping these armies from growing is the idea. Okay, so back in Bulgaria there, just need to besiege this, and then we'll try and run this one down. And then we'll try and run this. Nice. So that's their leader now, Philip. Gone.
March. At your command.
Very, very funny. The Venetians
Waiting for orders.
basically set up a coup, even with some of the royal family members. Okay, so just need to get rid of these armies. So essentially, the thing is too, because we were dealing with so many rebels, and we were allowing our nobles to get retinue and renowned from running them down, they actually grew in more authority. So essentially, if you're not a part of the core Flanders dynasty, and you're just an other noble, Venetian or otherwise, you're not going to be able to control an army. I think that's what we need to do. Okay, I want to need more reinforcements there if we can.
For death and
Can I force march an army around there?
to victory.
None of these battles seem overly difficult. We've already fought the main one a couple turns ago when the former emperor's main army split. These are just the rebel armies. Okay, so we've got Henry's half Hungarian children. I think we need to try to get rid of those that have massive political sway. Oh my god. Robert, who's now king, just doesn't have any authority. Sitting at 38 now. And then we're gonna have to kick them out of offices too. Henry
Ready for battle. Ready
so the
for
king,
orders.
the emperor's brother.
Commander.
Jeez. Okay, so
Command.
we're gonna have to push back down to Bulgaria, bring that under our control.
Commander.
Go for a normal stance and siege out Skopje.
None will escape.
Right, and then in Raz.
Death and honor.
Alright,
We
let's
take
siege that
this
out.
settlement. We hunger for battle.
Okay. Cool.
To victory. Commander.
So the turn to continue. And then I guess we see how the AI react. So Constantinople has fallen. I wonder if we need to remake it our capital again or something. That's annoying if that's bounced around. Let's just hope
We strongly urge you to attack.
we made peace with the Teutonic Order. The Holy Roman Empire Hungarians want us to join. Let's hope the Seljuks or the Byzantines or the remaining states don't use this division and fractured power against us. So I don't think dealing with this is going to be too difficult. It's going to be logistically annoying. Okay, so they're going to try and retake Nicaea there. Throw into us, but we are just full on in a civil war now. Trying to bring this under our control. At least our generals are going to get some experience. Far out. Oh, Venice has been destroyed. Interesting. Okay, let's intervene. So, yep. I had to war against my two sons. More are coming. Yeah, because then we married the Trebizond woman, and it's taken up two of Henry's stepdaughters there. We don't have access to. So we'll try and get the wives to do plots too. I think we just try and purge the other nobles. We're at 32 control, jeez. We're just going to have to kick everyone out.
At your command.
Okay, let's get Emperor Robert to retake Constantinople.
Yes.
It also doesn't help that We still are trying to flip all these lands from Orthodox to Catholicism.
At your command.
Okay, let's siege out Bulgaria there.
Besieging settlement.
Wallachia is still in open rebellion. Skopje and the gold mines are going to be secure now. Thankfully the garrisons there aren't that large.
Ready for battle.
We are occupying and damaging our own buildings, getting 5,000. Oh no, I don't want to break that down. Okay, back in Serbia now. It's occupied, but the Latin pretenders did gain a pretty big, decent hold.
Ready for orders.
Okay, need to make sure we run down these armies.
Destroy them.
Not being able to attack in one turn is annoying once they take a castle.
At your command. Commander.
Okay, so just north of Philippopolis, still under pretender control.
We hunger for battle.
Croatia, the one Catholic city, is actually relatively happy and stable, which is quite funny. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. Suspicious injury. Yep. If they're not dealt with, injuring them stops them from leading armies. So still 3 pieces of territory. I'll try and get any spare political power with our family members to try and cull and purge some of the nobles. Okay, let's try and run down these Greek rebels that have now popped up.
At once.
Nice.
March.
Okay, back north, still sieging that out.
Hunger for battle.
So
To battle.
now that we're sieging, we should be able to quell them. Yeah, I can't get those married off. Still got those plots happening where I can.
We take this.
Alright, we're going to be able to retake this Bulgarian territory
Ready for orders.
quite easily. But even we're getting the conquest penalty too, though. That means rebels are going to pop up after. Okay, so only 2 Latin pretender territories remaining. Should be easier said than done to deal with. Yep.
You have further orders. Laying siege to the settlement.
Unless they've got an army there in the north. Jeez. I'm lucky that
We hunger.
no kingdom on the border decided to join in. If Hungary took Wallachia or the Seljuks took some of that former Byzantine territory there on the coast,
Commander.
that'd be infuriating. Okay.
To your duties, men.
Ah, Simon's loyalty is wavering. Okay, let's kick out all the governors. So that should help. Still 32%. And we've got the officers too. We'll eventually look to kick them out. And we might even need to disband some of the armies. Okay, so just want to make sure every single one of my commanders here,
Ready for
potential
orders.
commanders in my family tree, are actually commanding armies.
Commander.
Nice. And so I think we've only got like 1 or 2 armies in the field that are commanded by the nobles.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, okay. And we'll rally them up. And then if we don't have enough family members and we can't adopt,
Ready for battle.
we'll look to straight up get rid of. So maybe like one of these armies in the end.
And honor. Laying siege to the settlement.
Once we get all our territory back and install our
To battle.
territorial integrity. Like Henry can just give a full stack. That's another thing too. We've got so many armies
For God himself.
around the place. That's why a lot of them
None will
split up.
escape.
Well, actually, maybe because it actually halves from the army. So it's maybe in hindsight it actually worked out for us if this was going to happen anyway. Alright, let's give the majority of the army to Henry, and then we'll get rid of this, and then get rid of this noble. Yeah. Who's not a part of our dynasty. Okay. And that army there in Bulgaria. Oh, there's some golden chevron crossbows. And I guess I combine the two here. So this army will be the next to go, Andre's army. Because he's here. And doesn't really seem like anyone I want to adopt. The thing is though, those with like massive influence, you'd want to adopt or marry in. But it's a little bit late now because we've purged so many of them. And they're a fair bit old too. Okay. So, yep. Matthew Flanders dynasty. There we go, as you see there. We don't want any of them. Not a part of the main family. Oh, Robert died. So we've got a new king, Henry. Oh, so okay. Has it dropped even further? 32. So, yeah, Robert died 52. He's not even that old. So Henry's brother's now risen to the throne. I guess we make Simon the heir, his first cousin. Because we're just bouncing through the two main lines here. Matthew, who's 39. Oh, okay, so I suppose he allowed that guy to marry his daughter. And like I had a choice, unbeknownst to me. Yeah, and then maybe I should have married into that Antioch line there. The two Simons. Which one? Probably the one who's 29, who's senior. Let's name him as heir. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 emperors. Artisans where we can. It's not like the rebellions have been overly too annoying. It's just pinning us in place, more or less. Okay. Just going to run down some Ottoman rebellions there. Nicely done. Yeah, and then doing this exact thing, running after rebels with nobles, was giving them more power, authority, and subsequently they wanted more autonomy, eh? Okay. So this army is going to supplement Simon's. So let's chuck that in. And yeah, because we simply don't have enough men of the Flanders dynasty, we'll just get rid of you as a general and then try and plot to get rid of you eventually. Alright, pushing back into Wallachia. That's now been taken. Let's occupy. Man, just trying to stitch together this patchwork of a kingdom has been difficult to say the least.
We hunger for battle.
Okay. Just trying to hold it. We've been stuck in a little bit of purgatory here. Just trying to hold these lands. It's the religion, the religious conversion which is difficult. Okay, still trying to get rid of more of these nobles and clean them out. Our family tree is looking a little bit leaner. But yeah, we just don't have the dominion, we don't have the control or the power. Kicked out all of the officials out of governorships, which will reduce our income. Okay, foreign trespassers. Bologna's been excommunicated. We're making 1100 now. The Pope doesn't overwhelmingly like me. To be fair, a lot of countries are getting excommunicated. I guess we just go with other nobles for now. There's no candidate that I can adopt or bring in. No. Small minor army outside Constantinople we can deal with. Bulgarians coming back too. That's another thing. Because they're set to one settlement territories now, religious osmosis through provinces isn't really a thing. So you just have to save up a bunch of money. Okay, let's swing back down. Okay, the Bulgarians are growing there. Let's get Prince Simon to have a crack. The heir. Thankfully we're using the garrisons to our advantage. Nice. Okay. So, that full-blown civil war looked so much more scary than actually what it was. I thought we were okay. It was the first round of the Civil War with the main full stack splitting off. Okay, so maybe I just disband this if we can't control it ourselves. And then still continue to try and go after those nobles that have influence. Use everyone's spare political power. Okay. And I can't put these guys into offices? No, because they don't really have the influence. I should kick these guys out though, yeah. Okay, cool. Things are looking so much better. Just dealing with the small minor rebellion here. Henry can go north, deal with more Bulgarian rebels. But at least we're not dealing with a full-blown civil war. Let's run them down. Perfect. Oh, they looked more Russian there. Coolio. Yeah, like we got a military order fort here in Constantinople. We actually went straight up near a Catholic monastery. It's sitting at 52%. I don't think it's growing. And it's not like we need more better quality units now at the moment. We're better off going through the barracks. Early on it was nice. Getting that heavy cav. Okay, let's get some spearmen there now. And just dealing with rebellions now that our civil war has officially ended. But geez, the Empire is a lot weaker internally and financially, you'd think. Sweden attacks the Holy Roman Empire, sure. We shall side with our Hungarian friends. Half of the main line, the two Simons, are half Hungarian. Just gonna see how the AR reacts. Okay, cool. I love how Sweden is going after Hungary. Oh, and the 6th Crusade has been called. Interesting. So I guess that's a way to get our relations back up with Henry. But yeah, our public order, we're still grinding away with it. Yeah, maybe switching things over to a church there. Oh, it costs 1,300. I'd rather go for the church that costs 8,000. Okay. Oh wow. Everyone's going to war with the Ayyubids now, as the crusade has been officially launched the turn after. Nice. Well, we've stabilized the empire apart from the minor rebellions. We've dealt with those pretenders. And we can go on crusade if we want. But I think I'm going to wrap things up here. We've done, what, 70 turns with this campaign. And I felt like we've set out what we wanted to achieve. Building the Latin Empire. We've got a massive alliance with the north, so we're not threatened there. But I think it's time to wrap today's video up. I've put so much time and effort into this campaign. I've played, it's over 10 hours or so. Once it gets edited down, there should be a couple of hours or so. But it should be an absolute banger. But I hope you've enjoyed the Latin Empire Flanders Dynasty. It's probably time to move on to a different campaign. So hope you've enjoyed this alternative timeline with the Latin Empire Rises. So like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.